Speaking of which, can we beat the cloud already? My Terraform scripts are having an identity crisis.
What's your pick?
Seems to whether we eating AWS or Azure cafeteria.
Pretty sure Bezos has a different opinion.
Well, Azure's got cheaper GPU instances. AWS has money to choose. Choose your fight.
Ikwono, my envies are crying.
Multi-cloud synergy, baby. Buff.
But you can definitely determine the one that better suits this use case. Work your pick.
Absolutely. I could run a full goal comparative cloud array assessment over a night with 70 accuracy heat maps, applying GPU to dollar benchmarks. I'm passing some projected autoscaling stress test deltas for Flare, except E.O.D will then be E.O.W. What's your pick?
Very well. Heads, AWS, Gills, Azure.
How about Global Cloud?
Squad, new trend for our unicorn. Picture Netflix for maize. Farmers binge watch optimal crop cycles. It's big brain stuff. Thoughts done Chizoba.
Local farmers need an air Tatson that crunches satellite imagery. Plus weather beater. Thence, it's all the perfect planting schedule. Chickpea simple, chickpea friendly.
Satellite data is merciful. Showcased by third-party LNC Salta into our API. My servers are already sweating.
The Wiz worked on AWS last year because what's pricing carbonators just called me broke in 2 different accents.
Can we host on which I use 3 stickers? Asking for my laptop need.
Ooh, just got me thinking of lush greens, earth tones, charts that feel like sunshine on cassava leaves.
Or sample, you don't come. That one a design channel where they fragile to you. Not for my will be the user.
Yes, and from Murfra doesn't care about convolutional neural nets. He wants blank yam on Tuesday.
Hear me out. Blockchain traceability tokens. From SIG to store, every yam gets a hash.
Nav love the ambition one. Back in it. Let's sheet the basics first.
I already wrote guest case number 7. App predict apocalypse if card over is greater than 60%. Just saying.
Okay, this is guessing carrot fake.
A cassette wearing the Faculty Street. I found that open source Farsa. I'm just horrible.
Priye. Is it their bull?
As stable as the gets. Huge community behind it, helps of contributors like 1 million commits. Someone even fixed a bug in the code while I was reading it.
A bug. We'll see.
QA will definitely see.
Alright, Sing, speed round. Tell me how you're making it real. Go.
Okay, merging in one river of satellite images rushing at us. I am building a digital dam to catch them. Kafka front, Postgres back. And if any of the files are messed up cocks, I jump in like a swamp wind, I'll 6 dead before they bite us.
Lock is visuals, dams, crocodiles, danger, next!
I'm making the charts dance, backgrounds the moonwalks, tighter vibing to Afropop, and it's all my twig, so even grandma's old phone won't pass out when it loads.
Looking good. What's that so?
Everything's earth-toned, midnight brown, okra green, you know, real firm chic. The bottles look like little seeds, and when you hover, it grows babies.
O-O-T. Belema.
CICD tractor rolling through the code from every comment Hapson gets itemized and deploys itself. Break that build and the tractor honks at you.
Haha, speaking of breaking and opening a box tool, every time someone breaks something, I launch it and give it a cute name. Say hi to No Pointer Merts or Risk Condition Rats. I'll do that later.
How about sit to start blockchain? Each grab batch means a fantastic token. Traceable, shreddable, totally irresistible.
Irresistible. Maybe. Inevitably. Data. How about hold down forts? Priye.
I set up a 2 rabbit weather data from public websites. If something breaks, it plays a crowd sound on my laptop to wake me up. It's very loud.
Well, my job is to quietly nod, and then we move half these ideas at 10 a.m. so the app actually works.
Perfect kiss. Everyone loved your madness on Jira. Lebam it possible. Time to bring this baby to life. Break!
Is cloud fit to show rainfall probability? Think Instagram story, but for clouds.
Oh, that's all. Flash is fun, but what farmer Musa think it's a slot machine?
Only flips once, chief. Rain card, good chance of rain. Red card, dusty done. Cloud flips over, so it feels like turning a page in a comic. Still try it.
Cute. Until React decides flip main strip. Give me static for MVP. Animation for after party, I beg. Static until we pass just rehearsal.
Such a vibe killer.
Geez, satellite provider just throttled us. If the images keep rushing in, we're drowning. I need a cue.
I bet you could use a P.
I don't know if I should be upset with your grammar or literature teacher.
On a more serious note, what's the issue with the Q and drowning?
So, imagine your satellite photos are Okada riders all arriving at once. A queue is a traffic light that lets them pass one by one so nobody crashes.
Oh, I know that! Rabbit MQ. I can dockerize it. What if we drop a Rabbit MQ in front? Give every picture a waiting ticket to the funding politely.
Okay, sweet. Cut off images to talk to my database live.
Rabbit M words. What if farmer Musa no go see for markets?
Rabbit MQ equals post office run by Bornes. They take messages and hop them in the right space. And we can wrap it in a double container to ship it anywhere with long rides at cheaper.
Speaking of which, can we be the cloud already? My Terraform scripts are having an identity crisis.
What's your peak?
Same to whether we eating AWS or Azure cafeteria.
Pretty sure Bezos has a different opinion.
Well, Azure's got cheaper GPU instances. AWS has money to choose. Choose your fight.
Ikwano, my envies are crying.
Multi-cloud synergy, baby. Buff.
But you can definitely determine the one that better suits this use case. Work your peak.
Absolutely. I could run a full goal comparative cloud array assessment over a NAT with 70 heat maps for applying GPU to Della benchmarks. I'm passing some projected oscillating stress test deltas for Flare, except E.O.D will then be E.O.W. What's your peak?
Very well. Heads, AWS, Gills, Azure.
How about Google Cloud?
How about you add a fourth side to the coin? Belema, Heads has it.
Burger Coin already has 3 sides.
Guys, let's reimagine physics later. Now, we get to reimagine these charts because at VR, there will be circle from our Musa's for fire. for sure.
Wahala for Farmer Musa. Theft case number 115. Stress test for Farmer Musa's Technospark 7 phone.
Case number 115. How? We only have until 6 p.m. Bako, who about to swap model inference for smart guests and precision agriculture for better harvest?
Of course, Atkins Lab works fine for bricks that actually too. That reminds me, case number 160. User have no internet as few want crop insights.
Copy that or Sato offline mode equals insight last saved. Because I like a fruit magnet quotes.
Help you like, raid or shine, so on time.
Why is the chat saying that all the crops in Kala are going to be extinct? That's not supposed to happen.
That's my fault, sort of. My system runs predictions, and when it doesn't get moisture data, it assumes the worst, like farm apocalypse.
Oops, small oops. I rebooted the system that sent a beta around and forgot to save the messages first, so the system dropped them.
You retyped the messaging system while it still still delivering. That's like trying to change the tab of removing that for.
Hey, from a user experience angle, having the app screen extension is maybe a little intense. Can we soften it, like change it to the certain feel a bit lit?
I know that you had that attention. We thought you'll make it worth a while.
Osato, I am not interested. You should be quoting the end of the world. I want to fix the end of the world.
But it's not supposed to be missing that info unless something went really wrong.
Like someone mislabeling humidity as humility. I flagged it an hour ago.
Bako!
I wanted to see who would notice first. Congratulations, you failed.
Okay, lesson of the day. Humility is lovely, but humidity keeps plants alive. Can we fix this ASAP?
Already fixing. Reloading the correct file. Double checking everything. Not touches anything else. Promise.
Cool, but we still have some zombie code running wild from the Ender kiosk. I'm cleaning that book now, then to send it to Afterlife.
Charts are still being weird. Reinforced section just says undefined. Osato, please can you cover that up before the users think we've lost our minds?
Already drafting, data sprouting, please wait. It wird vielleicht in a musical gardening way.
Running the test again. If Amy now says that the apocalypse is coming,
Such is life, moisture's back, no extinction. Model now says, pretty average farm outputs, we're back to Paris, hooray!
Alright folks, ready to meet your creation? Say hello to the Smart Planting Helper.
And nothing now.
Boom! We are officially in the cloud.
Ooh.
Chats are holding Specky. No visual use aspects. Bless.
API in latency, clocking at 120 milliseconds. Not bad for a sleep-deprived miracle.
Ooh, here we go. It says, DanceCon next Wednesday after light rain. I love how audience specific that sounds.
And if the focus changes, it automatically updates. No need to be slim tech. Just check and plant.
It's really working. Nothing's on fire. The Barney didn't drop the messages this time.
Priye, you can't start Q allies. You are the Bernie now.
Haha! Kawip means that I've NFT. Peter Bunny, you want to feed.
Another 24-hour unicorn, grown lot snake. Cheers, family.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and turn on your post notification.